think either of you guys came out in the second half. I imagine there's probably moments when you're tired, but what's it do for this team, for either of you? Talking about the other one, Oumar's on the floor, getting that late rebound, Luke's hitting the late three. Just what's it do for this team when it's seniors, when it's guys who, just give that kind of effort for those kinds of minutes?
Yeah, what Ballo does for our team is unmatchable. He's one of a kind in what he can do on the offensive end and defensive end. And, tonight he brought it on the offensive end. He made great passes. He found me a couple of times weak side, really finished the ball well, and then guarded really well and rebounded well. So when we have him playing at an elite level like he did tonight, it's tough for any big in the country to guard him.
Luke, you guys needed somebody to help Oumar scoring-wise in the second half. Why did it come to you, and why was the second half your time?
Yeah, I think, it's a big credit to my teammates. I think they did a great job of finding me, hitting the first couple shots, and then, they did a good job of reading the defense. Like I said, we scouted them where they were coming from on the trap, and Ballo made a couple passes, a couple shots in transition. And, once you see one go down as a shooter, you get pretty confident at 2, 3, and 4. So, shout out to my teammates for giving me the ball.
Luke, once after last loss, you kind of mentioned lack of pride, effort. How much can you learn when you guys respond like that tonight?
Yeah, we can learn a lot. We can learn that we do it. One of the biggest trends of our losses this season is we get down, 2, 3, 4 possessions, and we essentially quit in a sense, and then we end up being down 30 like that. Tonight we were down 8, I think late in the first half maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And we came together and said, you know what, let's change the script. Let's flip the script and go out there and get a win.
I'm not sure if it was you or Leo who mentioned this, but you guys kind of said that you had to change something, had to have some really hard meetings. What did the last few days kind of look like in that sense?
Yeah, it's just explaining how hard it is to win in the Big Ten, man. And at the end of the day, we were 13-3, lost a couple, and we're 13-5. You look at other teams around the country in power conferences, there's some teams that are under 500. We took a step back and said, listen, we got a reality check, but we have to bounce back from it and do what we do as a team. And we had a great 2 days of practice, and everybody kind of, took a step back, had a reality check, and said, if we want our season to go the right way, then we just got to play tough and play together.
Well, I know you respect every opponent. A team like this, though, probably doesn't have a natural cover for a player like you. It seemed like from very early on you were assertive, your teammates were getting you involved. Is this the kind of game where you sort of just say, I'm going to establish it early and I'm just going to make myself hard to stop all night?
My teammates just did a really good job finding me because we knew they were going to double, but early they didn't double, and I made a couple shots and they started bringing double, and then I was finding Luke on the weak side and then some guys, and they made the shot. So I'm just happy we got the win.
Luke, would you say that you guys wore the jersey with more pride tonight?
100%. Yeah, we represented Indiana basketball tonight. Shout out to Anthony Leo on the last stop. They ended up getting a tip-out 3, open 3 essentially, but Anthony guarding their high scorer of the game, that's Indiana pride right there. Getting the stop, going into overtime after we should have won in regulation, and in an away game. That's what we do. So I feel like tonight we represented the brand as best as we could.
Oumar, you played 40-plus minutes, which I don't think you've done much in your career. How do you kind of, especially coming off a rough stretch, how important is your teammates' kind of energy and connectedness when you're going throughout that game?
Hey, you gotta find a way. I played 25 straight minutes. I have to find a way because there's always enough fill in the tank. You just have to dig deeper, and I'm glad we come out on the top tonight.
Were there any moments where you did feel tired out there and had to pull through it?
No, really. Not tired to a point where I feel like I can't go no more. Because I always have to dig deeper because my teammate need him on the floor, and there's no way I'm gonna let him down. So I have to be on the floor and stay out of foul trouble, and then play as hard as I could.
Who have been the strong voices in the locker room the last couple of days that have helped you guys get to this point tonight?
I think Anthony Leo's done a great job. Trey, just guys that have been here. And, I've kind of taken it upon myself in the past couple of days. I'm fortunate enough to be on a couple teams that have won at a high level in the Big Ten in the past. And I'm trying to bring that here and that winning mentality here. So I've listen, this is what we got to do. We got to play as hard as we possibly can. Who cares if we score 55 points? We should beat the team because of our defense. So that's kind of the message that I've been trying to get through the guys.
Luke, what did Anthony bring to the starting lineup? I know you mentioned his defensive play late, but Just in terms of getting the stars, only his third career start, what did he bring for us?
Toughness. He's undefeated in his career when he plays 22 or more minutes. So when you got a guy that goes in and can contribute that highly to a game without essentially scoring, you just know he's a tough-minded guy. Ready to go.
Luke, what's a victory like this?
What'd you say? I'm
What's a
sorry.
victory like this do for you guys?
It's huge. Back in the right, get back in the win column. That's all we care about. So we're really focused on winning, and we got one tonight.
Thanks, guys. We gotta get on the plane.
Thanks, guys.